comes to the iCloud Photos thing. It doesn't care which C-Steam you do it on top of last. The last C-Steam that does things to photos will get mirrored across every other C-Steam. So it's not that it'll keep the photos in the older C-Steams. Or if older C-Steams do anything to the photos, then it'll update it across every other phone. What we should just stop it with knowing and doing would be to just take our older phones and just goof with them. As if we would have actually taken care of the older phone and allowing it to also reflect everything that the newer phone has, then both of them will sync. They'll both have the same photos and such. But nothing would have happened to this one. Well, at least it's always reassuring when the phone made a backup like I now made that one do. It actually finished overnight, making it use the cellular data, so yay. Now the phone finally got to backup after all this time. Well, that happened to this phone, of course. At least it wasn't any newer things. At least it wasn't everything that just suddenly be gone. It could have been worse. Surely it's of course only what the other phone had too. The Robo said, of course, that anything that the newer phones have, anything the others don't have that are new photos, then they won't do anything. It's only the ones that match across all of them. Well, I kinda don't really know, but maybe since that phone backed up, maybe I can trust the iCloud Photos and therefore use it. Well, I never use it ever again. It all disabled. What we should have done was, of course, disable iCloud Photos with older phones so they cannot sync with any other ones that they learned the hard way. But then once the phone backed up, which is really reassuring. Yeah, of course, backups definitely do include every photo the phone has. Now we even. Says none other than Puffy Jacket Boss. It's nowhere close to winter time to where Puffy out there. It's a whole lot of yeah. Wandering around, the scat word is nearby. Wherever it could be possibly be. Meanwhile, when the Lawpeens don't see him and they don't know where he at, therefore now the map will be flashy. And the Wand's head HUD will also be flashy. That means if it's actually better than them, there's a way now we could finally get it. Although we'll put this thing, we both want to get it, but at least we got them. If one of us gets it, it'll be one back then. Surely it being what it is will be really great for more like normal console use. So instead, of course, it'll basically be bundled with the controller. So if we get it, we'll also get a controller too. But there was the man who got the controller right now. The controller was the cat. So I'll weirdly enough, we haven't yet, I said in my mind, and y'all say haven't yet. Oh, and now this day we'll go journey at a house, therefore it's time to make the 360 cam do 8K this time. So first of all, there better not be Dugus's. Second of all, there better not be livestock and a pin that will, for some reason, think is a good idea to go in there with them. And third, maybe the pocket cam should be the next thing that I consider using instead of the 360 cam. Because we'll obviously both use a 360 cam, so then whatever is the point in us both using one of our own? That's where the Luna Ultra becomes Maw Pick. Taking cam. Meanwhile, when I could go into a room like this, for example, set the cam on a tripod and then make it face forward, make it then snap a 360 photo, either that or I do it remotely, and run out of the room and keep everything perfectly still, and then the cam will look in every direction and snap a 360 photo. Of course, just like what the DJI cam, which specifically was the Pocket 3 did, but it can cover an even wider range than what it could do. The way that looks, how like what the Pocket cam did, how it can make a panoramic image and it'll just look in different directions and then snap a photo and then stitch it all into one full image. Meanwhile, in the phones, when I used to make it use the panorama photo mode, and then, of course, you have to hold the phone really still and move it, and if you make the phone move up and down, then it'll show it's moving up and down. All the gimbal cams will be the absolute kings of making those kind of images. They'll be perfectly level no matter what. 360 images that have a better quality than the X5's 360 photos. Well, the Pocket Cam was able to do the same thing, but it just made images that are made basically 9 by 9 photos stitched into one. Would you like to use the gimbal over there with the GoPro cam? App all about making videos become frame rate conversions really seriously eats up that battery really fast. It was fully charged when I first awakened and it's already 83. We ain't beating. We have to go meet up with that Aria LTR and go on a journey. Journey of scooters, or I mean go see the new place. Yay, the Aria LTR. Using the Pocket Cam, making it do 4K 60 FPS. Good thing I did that last time we were at that one place. So also be good is to make the other account have access to the realm. And it could be the AFK. Meanwhile, when we used to make them add a friend who's none other than names like the Surveys and the Zombies' names. Or could they possibly be? I first, I officially converted into a lawpede of my very own. Good when there was the era when streams were just named what was done in it, not having to be named the device name used, and then the game's name used, and then what was doing. Why ever do we do that? As if I already put them in playlists based on the C-Steam, and if it has none of a C-Steam, it's always the competitor. Thinking wants to pause to optimize C-Steam performance. I need to know what the other account's name was. It even shows what the user's skin was. We have to add each other as a friend. Also, just think about that for a moment, because of how all things are lining up. Even if it's kind of getting bad, that is the idea of there being more, let's say, the explored houses. If only when we go, you will have faith. Would be the ultimate challenge to assert the dominance in which you wear puffy. So maybe starting now, every stream should no longer mention the extra junk and just say nothing more than whatever the video is about. and to go on a journey. Possibly never used this yet. That accessory was for the action cams, but it would work on that 360